morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you can hear me. It is 6:10 a.m. and it's rather dark out here. That is why I am thinking that we should start doing 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because it's quite dark out here. uh, I had to feel my way up the steps here because I always go through the garage out the front because, my boobalubas, my dogs, have a tantrum. So, good morning. It is August 25th. It's Monday. Monday. And I always ask you, what are you going to do with this brand new day? And what I'm going to ask you today is, what are you going to do with this brand new week? A brand new week. 7 days that we are offered. Hopefully, we all have 7 days this week, not to be morbid, but yeah, it's a brand new week. What are we going to do with it? You know, when I was teaching, I would have a brand new week. I had new spelling words for the kiddos. I had a new thematic unit. Um, Possibly, sometimes they lasted a month. I had just big plans for the kids and activities and everything to look forward to. So now that I'm retired, what am I going to do with this week? I've really been reflecting on that this morning before I went on live here with you. And I do have to keep myself busy here as to not go into that inviting black hole. So I'm going to try to do more with my YouTube channel. I'm possibly going to add a second channel. Not to say, oh, we already have a second channel. I want to add a second live, possibly a couple days a week for the Project Me, for people to check in, for that. So they have maybe one at 9:30 a.m. I don't know for the times for sure, and another one in the evening for those that work. So that's what my plan is, but we'll see how I can plan that out. Good morning. Thank you for the likes. Good morning, Daryl. Good morning. I was just talking about possibly doing another live a couple days a week for the Project Me to check in. And good morning, Dean. Thank you so much. Good morning, Dean. Thank you for your efforts yesterday. And I greatly appreciate all you did. I was on there a couple hours, but I had some errands to do. And then I was checking it while I was out in the car, and it was getting kind of depressing up and down. So I either need 6 or 7, depending. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the likes. Good morning. We have a little contrast going on there with that tree. Turn it over here a little bit. You can see the tree there. Yeah. I always think that telephone pole there looks like a cross in the out there. Do you see that telephone pole in the middle there? Looks like a cross. Uh, oh, Dean, I appreciate you guys. I do. I'm trying to load up my other phone so I can see what you guys are saying. Oh. All right. Can you guys hear me okay, Daryl? Can everybody hear me okay? I think I have the... Okay, because I had the sound turned off last night. Boy, I had a lot of phone calls last night. Good thing I turned it off. Trying to get to bed at a normal time. Trying to get some sleep besides 1.5, 2 hours a night. It didn't work. So I just left my phone off. I didn't check it or anything, and I guess my best friend called me in the middle of the night again. So, I guess he just had to deal with it on his own, whatever it was. Hello, Manda Dawn. I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is 6:16 a.m. and we're doing some prayers this morning. If you would like to join us, you are more than welcome. More than welcome. I was just discussing with Dean, Each Day TV, that we tried to get to 500 yesterday, but that's okay. Um, Actually, I forget if it was Dean or DJ or who it was that told me that I had almost 500 because I don't like to look at those numbers. It makes me cray cray. So, and that's exactly what happened. I think that's why I don't watch sports. You know, sorry about that. I just bumped the chimes. You're from Baltimore. Okay, Maryland. There you go. What do you do in Baltimore? Besides live there. Oh, I'm all sinusy this morning. So, how is everybody else? We had 16, we're down to 4. That's okay. Oh, man. So, Dean, you're already on the road, huh? Already out there on the road? Eulogy. Christians are against dudes marrying dudes, but Jesus was literally nailed by a group of dudes. If your Lord and Savior can be nailed by a group of dudes over the weekend, why can't you? I get you there, eulogy. Eulogy. Am I saying that right? Eulogy, yeah. How are you today? Spreading God's word. Well, trying to, right? Because not everybody wants to listen. So, I don't know. I try to be nice to all people, what their preferences are between them and God. And, yeah, we're not here to judge. We're here to help each other get through their days. And judging other people is horrible. You know, the way they look, their religion, politics. I don't want to judge them on that. I want to just be friends with people. Know that they're good people. Grey Wolf, good morning. How are you today? Hello, G Love. Gosh, good morning. How do you like the sunrise? Do you like that sunrise? That's from God, not from me. There last night, I went outside about 2 or 3 in the morning, and wow, there were clouds out there, like little white puffy clouds. I've never seen puffy clouds at night. Have any of you? That was weird for me. And there was like maybe 2 stars, but they were probably like satellites or something. They probably weren't even clouds. Nothing's real anymore. Everything's AI. Oh, yes, my dogs are just barking up. I'm good, thank you. Beautiful what God creates. Yes, it is. He created you, didn't he, Grey Wolf? Hi, iconic. I like the way you spelled that. Iconic. Very creative, iconic. G Love, how are you today? Sometimes your names, I don't know if you're a boy or a girl, so if I say he, she, I'm sorry, because I never can tell. I'm old. I just, these pronoun things, I don't know. I don't even put a pronoun on my thing. It's like, you decide. If you want to call me a he, go ahead. I don't care. But, Steven, hello, how are you? What's this narrow road 79K? Is that your channel, or I don't know what that is? Can you explain that to me, Stephen? Because I don't know what you're doing there, honey. Are you advertising something? All right. Now my voice is going. Hey, Bella, how are you? Of course I believe in God. Why would I be here reading about God, honey? Yes, I do, with all my heart, soul, and mind. Mm-hmm. I sure do. And even if you don't, you can still come here and listen to the stories I tell, because it's not all Bible readings, but I have affirmations and I have things that are going on here that you might identify with. I have 60 years of experience here living on this earth. And you know, there's good, bad, and of course the ugly. Things that happen to you in life and how you get through them. So if you want to stay, you could stay, G Love, because I would love to have you here. And guys, please hit the like button because that is a big old hug for Sally here. And I love hugs because that's what my little kindergartners used to do to me every morning and before they left. And boy, do I miss those hugs. G Love, do you like hugs? I like hugs. I always hug people before they leave, no matter who they are, whether if I like them or not, because you never know if you're going to see them again. I know that's kind of morbid, but I always want to give somebody a big old hug. And I don't just like, you know, how some people give you a handshake and it's kind of like a limp noodle. It's like there's no feeling behind it. Some people, they give you like a sideways hug. And, oh, I go right in there. I go right in there. I do believe, and yes, I love hugs. They are very lovely. Yes, oh my goodness. I don't give a sideways hug, a little hug. And sometimes as little old frail ladies, I go in, I'm almost ready to break them. I'm saying, ooh, I got to give you a little bit of a hug, so I don't want to break you. So, yeah, this morning is, ooh, the sun is getting bright real quick now. See, it was dark at 6 o'clock. I was feeling my way up the steps here outside. So, I'm glad you like hugs because that's important. You know, contact with other people is so important. Uh, it's so important to have human contact, isn't it, guys? Uh, you know, if you just think about some people that are, you know, housebound and they don't have any family and stuff, and they're very lonely. Some of them grow pretty angry, you know. There should be some, I'm sure there is, but I bet you there, I wonder if there's some kind of club where you can go and spend a half hour with them. Just, you know, maybe I could start that in my neighborhood, huh? Go around and just visit people. Hello, Johnny Big Boy. Hello, thank you for your efforts. How was the moon today? Yes, I remembered you live on the moon, Johnny Big Boy. Um, have a blessed day, Sally. Grey Wolf, you're leaving. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Grey Wolf. Okay. You're going to leave. You're not going to hear me tease Johnny Big Boy about the moon? Until we get some people in here, we'll start. Thank you for hitting the like, though. I really appreciate that. Yes, people are strained. G Love says, yes, people are strained from kindness because they don't know what love truly is. Yes, sir. And I was very lucky. I got married at the age of 20. I had my kids at 22 and 25. I think I had Matthew. So I had a family, my own family. And yeah, I've been married 40 years, so I know what true love is. Yes, sir. Um, I have farmed. Oh, okay, honey. Okay, Grey Wolf. I'm going to do another live later today, I think, for my Project Me. Mushroom. What time is it for us? It is 6:25 a.m. I'm in Pennsylvania, Eastern Standard Time. The moon is awesome. You thought I'd forget. Is Rapper still in the trunk? What was he in, Dean's trunk or DJ's trunk? You guys were messing with me yesterday. So it's getting almost light enough that I can actually see my book. Um, so everybody's having a good day today. I was saying before everybody got here, I usually ask, what are we going to do with this brand new day? Oh, thank you for the hearts. I always say, what are we going to do this brand new day that God gave us, right? But I asked today, making it even harder for you guys, what are we going to do with this whole new week? We have a whole week. Hopefully, we're all living through this new week, right? We all make it through those 7 days. It's just so stressful anymore just to live, but or survive. Even to buy groceries, just to survive. But what are we going to do with this week? What are we going to do to make it positive, to make spread the word of God by just acts of kindness, just being a good person. But remember, don't let your kindness, be mistaken for weakness. Okay, I'm not saying don't stick up for yourself, guys, but there's a way to do it. There's a way to talk to people. And here comes the car to make noise, so let's wait till truck goes by here. But what can you do to make things more wonderful for people? Like my friend Dean here is a door dasher, you know, maybe give him a tip. Uh, he works hard to do all his dashing around, and imagine what it costs for them for gas. They do get a little bit of money from DoorDash or whatever it is they work for, because they do a lot of the apps at one time. And golly, I don't know if I could do that job. Just like being a waitress, I could never be a waitress working for, what was it, 2.85 an hour in tips. Man, if someone didn't leave me a tip, I'd probably take the little dollar they left me and I'd run out after them in the parking lot. Wait, what did I do here? What did I do? Why didn't I earn a tip? Can you see me doing that? Because yes, I would. That's what I want to say sometimes when I look at those numbers. Hey, what did I do? People are like, no, you didn't do anything. You know, the scriptures say the world will grow colder and colder. This is why Paul says, be content in all situations and that the righteous lack no good thing. That's awesome, G Love. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. I hope I spread the word today. But let's see, we got some people in here. Let's get started here, huh? I'm not real sure what I'm doing today. As usual, I just put my finger in the book and say, hey, God, what do you want me to do today? So, I have an idea what I would like to do, but let's see here. All right, this one here landed on here. It says, this is what it says, okay? I don't know because I didn't read it yet. Eternal God, I come to you yearning to rest in your everlasting arms. I'm trying to view my weakness as an opportunity to grow strong in awareness of your almighty peace, presence. Oh, goodness, Sally. When my energy fails me, I tend to look inward and lament the lack I find there. Oh, how many of us are hard on ourselves like that? I know I am. Help me instead to look to you and your sufficiency, rejoicing in your radiant riches that are abundantly available to me. I need to go gently through this day, leaning on you and enjoying your presence. I'm learning to thank you for my neediness. Oh boy, am I needy. That's my husband. Realizing the acceptance of my insufficiency is building trust bonds between us. As I look back on my life journey thus far, I am encouraged to see that days of extreme weakness have been some of my most precious times. Yes, yes, it is. My memories of those days are richly interwoven with golden strands of your intimate presence. And that's what I've been searching for, peace. I mean, I'm happy and everything with my life, but peace. Try to be a positive person, but it can be hard. So, oh yeah, Johnny. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. I know. It's not just you though, Johnny. Woo. I tell you what, I try to be positive. And that's what I was in this class and it said, name 10 things about your life. And they had these like little bubbles coming out of this, like, I don't know, I guess it's like a when you do information for like little kids to do a writing assignment, they do these web. It's like a web, and they have like a circle in the middle for the main idea, and then the ideas for it. All of mine, well, almost all of them, are negative, and I'm like, oh, this is embarrassing. So I was trying to find positive things to say. Hey, PC. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Um, if you ever feeling bad, remember that the scripture says all things work out for those who believe. And somehow my dogs are in the living room. Somebody forgot to close that gate. Oh my goodness. If they're too loud, guys, let me know and I will move them to an appropriate area. Um, how have I been? Hey, Wake Show. How are you? We're just getting started here, and my dog somehow broke into the living room, and here I am. Here I am, Lord. Here I am. This morning, yes, sir. Got my hoodie on here. It's a little bit brisk, but yeah. Let's see. Some of the other for today says the eternal God is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. He will drive out your enemy before you, saying, "Destroy him." And that's from Deuteronomy 33:27. In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us with groans that words cannot express. Romans 8:26. And my God will supply all your needs according to His riches in glory in Jesus Christ. That's from Philippians 4:19. And then the last one they have on this page that I chose, or God chose, I am still confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. And that is from Psalms 27, verses 13 and 14. Let's see here. I float about on the moon. Okay. Okay, it says, I have been well, thank you, Rick Show. Callie, how are you, sweetheart? I am going to go in there and put Levi away because Levi is on my nerves. So I will be right back. So talk amongst yourselves and I will be right back. And I'm sorry about that, but I'm not going to listen to this nonsense. Oh my goodness. Levi, I'm right here. Sorry about that, guys. But some of them will not listen and come with me. They want to come out here and talk to you guys. So there you have it. Okay, I am back. And yes, I am back. Buddy pooped on the floor and I stepped in it. Okay. That's the day I'm gonna have a really shitty day. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. It just came out. Get frustrated with them. Where were we? So we're asking God for his help. These dogs. Does anyone want a basset hound or two? You know? Aloha, everyone. Hi, Dee. Still dark by me, 5:30. Beautiful morning. Doing great. How's everybody doing? Thank you for keeping the troops there. G Love, it's all good. I have a mouth of my own, which I need to fix. Ooh. I'm working on that too, G Love. I am working on that. So nobody wants to take a basset hound or two? I'm too old for this. Levi is just, woo. He is just too much. So, also, so God wants us to reach out for him, but he also wants us to pray for others, right? So, that's another act of kindness. There's a lot of people that are having health problems today. And, you know, I think a lot of it has to do with all the stress. You know, not all of them, but, you know, the stress of life and money. Oh, money is the root of all evil. I know we all need money, but I don't like the invention of money. I think everybody should be equal. Everybody does a job. I know some jobs are harder than others, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out my ear or somewhere else. But yeah. So praying for others, it says, with a heart full of gratitude, I pray for others. I recall with gratitude the people who have helped me throughout my life. And Dean, you're one of those people, and so is DJ. There's so many people that have helped me. Thanks, Joan. But, you know, there's so many people in my life that have helped me, and there's a lot that I've helped, but I try not to play the martyr, if you know what that means, and say, oh, I did this for you and that for you. But I just said that, Daryl. The love of money is the root of all evil. That's my husband there. I can talk to him like that. So in my life, parents and grandparents, teachers and mentors, partners and friends, their support helped me to become who I am today. A lot of us, oh, thank you, Dee. A lot of us are who we are today because of you is who I am. You know, I turned 60 and now I know all you. So now my 60th year is going to be different because I know all of you. Hi, Liliana. You're right. Money creates a system of greed and a repetitive cycle of systematic value based in greed. Yes, I don't know. Hi, Joan Hopkins. Is that good? Joan Hopkins. I include these dear ones in my moments of prayer, feeling love and gratitude. I open my heart and I pray. They know the support and encouragement I have felt because of them. And I was just starting to think in the back of my head about those cancer patients when I went to get my, hi, Yvonne. Good morning. The cancer patients, when I was getting my iron infusion, you know, I'm there just to get some vitamin, and they're there to get poison put in their system so they can live, you know, and it's probably going to make them sick. And what I'm getting in intravenously or through an IV, which the second time, you know, the story that it splurted everywhere. Thank you, Joan. Hi, Jamie, or Carol. Hi, Carol. But they're getting poison put in their system is going to make them sick. And what I was getting was iron to try to make myself better. And so I'm just trying to do little acts of charity. I'm making those bracelets and I got to deliver them because I'm getting, you know, I have arthritis in my hands and they're pretty swollen lately. But I'm still going to make those bracelets. So, hi, Marjo. Elizabeth. Good morning. Good morning. If you don't like bubbly people, I'm very like this in the morning. That's why I taught kindergarten for all those years. I have felt because of them. I expand my prayers from people I know well to others in my life and to the world's people all around the world, just like you guys are. And now, all around the world, it's like I have friends. And where in January, December, January, I was in a low place at Christmas time because, my kids aren't here, and it was just Daryl and me. I mean, I'm glad I have Daryl, but it's just when you're used to having a big family and now it's just down to two. We still have our family, but everybody's everywhere else. I went to the hospital one time because I was having heart palpitations, and the nurses kept missing the vein. It was very painful. Yeah, they had it there, and I kept saying, this is leaking, and all that sticky iron stuff. It started splurting. And I thought, can you put that in there? Because I really need this stuff. I affirm peace, joy, health, and prosperity, all those I am holding in my heart. I have faith that through prayer, an endless cycle of blessings is unfolding through me, to me, and the world around me. And do not worry about anything, but in everything, prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be known by God. Philippians 4:6. And this goes to what I always, my husband always says, um, he says, Sal, because I'm the queen of worry. It's my middle name. Um, he says, if you're going to worry, then don't pray. If you're going to pray, then don't worry. Do you get it? If you get it, then you get it, right? If you're going to pray, then don't worry. But if you're going to worry, then don't pray. So there you go. Oh, thanks, Joan. Joan Hopkins. Don't forget to hit the like button too. I really appreciate it because I consider the like button a hug button. But yeah, so do you like that? Do you like that saying that my husband says? If you're going to worry, then don't pray. If you're going to pray, then don't worry. So I have to think about that, but I still worry. I worry about everybody. I worry about you. I worry about my kids. I worry about my husband, which, by the way, he finally got an appointment for a physical. Thank you, Daryl. um, but yeah, it's just, if I didn't, who was it? My friend, I keep trying to daily give all my worries to God. Yvonne is so worried. It's so hard because you know what? You're a mom and a grandma. I'm just a mom. But my kids aren't having any grandchildren because they don't want to bring any kids into this world. And I don't blame them. Um, but oh my gosh, it's just it's a bunch of craziness around here. It's very good. I try not to worry and stress, but I have really bad intrusive thoughts, and it's hard to ignore them. Yes, I was very negative and they're dark for a while. Like my mom passed away in 2012. I took care of her for almost 2 years, watching her deplete from uh colon cancer, and she had woman cancer too, and they removed that, but the colon cancer went in the middle of her liver, and if it was on the outside, they said they could have removed it and that the liver regrows. I don't know any of that stuff, but she fought, and she fought hard. But it's hard to do that. But um I then my dad got sick, and then he passed away. But I took care of him even though we didn't have a very good relationship, my dad and I. He was very, very hard on me, but that's what made me to me today, right? That made me today. um but I got to be in a very dark place. But the dark place also, I was on autopilot. Have you ever been on autopilot? Um, yes, she is at peace, G Love. My mom, it was hard. She was a little chubby. She said she was 5'2", but she was like, I don't even think she was 5 foot. Little chubby lady. She loved to cook and she loved to bake. And very, very quiet. She was an Irish girl, but she had a temper underneath there. Yeah. Um, but she depleted to nothing. Like it was hard. And No matter how hard I tried, I didn't want, I said, I'm going to take care of her. We're not putting her in a, took a leave of absence. We're not putting her in a home. And I tried so hard for her not to get bed sores. I cleaned her all the time, and she still did, you know, because, you know, laying in there all the time, but I tried my best. But that that dark place, I couldn't get out of it. And I was in autopilot. There's a lot of things in those 5, 6, 7, 8 years I don't even remember. I just was just like coasting through. Like I don't even remember looking at this house to buy this house when we moved back to Pennsylvania. I just was. I don't know if it was numb or what. I don't even know. She told me she was ready to go and told her she wasn't, and she had hate in her heart, and I knew she needed to get rid of the hate first. Oh, yes, 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 yeah. I know what you're saying. Um, my mom never asked why her that she got cancer. She never asked that. She um, she took what God gave her uh, and prayed a lot. I think there was one saint because we're Catholic. She was praying to another saint too that was a saint of cancer, Saint Peregrine. But yeah, all her angel friends and everything. Hey, Sarah from New Zealand. Is it winter there, right, Sarah? Sarah with an H. My grandma had no H on hers. I'm named after my grandma. Her nickname was Sally. So um, I'm kind of like a Sarah, like you, Sarah. Um, G Love says, I know how you feel. I'm sort of in the same boat. I don't got money or anything going on. I feel like I'm just waiting, but I don't know what I'm waiting for, if you know what I mean. Yes. Okay. That's why I started this YouTube channel because you know what? My job, my teaching kindergarten with those little kids, they gave me life, you know. And when my kids said they weren't having grandchildren, I thought, well, I have all these kids, right? And they stick with me. My kindergartners, I have ones that are 25, 26 years old that still talk to me, you know, that still tell me about their lives and stuff. And I still lecture them. Like I tell Sammy, no girls, you focus on your, you know, he's getting his degree to be a doctor, an orthopedic surgeon, because he's going to take care of my other hip for me. But I don't know if this one's going to last that long. But yeah, they tell me all these things and visit me, and some of them remember my birthday and come over. But that's when I lived in my other house. I think they just wanted to go in my pool, but I don't have a pool anymore. Um, but I had a really good relationship with all my students, and I think I still do. But I miss that. I miss adding to my list of kiddos in my life. Um, but, you know, sometimes there's so many, like when I taught the older grades, some of those kids, I forget their names. I know their face and I talk to them. I know all about them, but I can't put a name. Just like sometimes if I know your channel name, I forget your real name. If I know your real name, then I forget your channel name. But at least I know one of them, right? um, we were talking the other day on Tracy. I think Tracy, living in the Wild West, about we're trying to remember. Her and I were trying to remember, you know, people's names and stuff. I said we need to get a big map and put those little push pins in there so we remember who's who from where. You know, that would be pretty cool to see all the people you know. And every time, you know, I could put it on a board that I could bring out here or bring wherever. And sort of like my countdown for my Project Me that I made with all those colorful little tabs I'm pulling off. Um, so my Project Me starts today for me. I felt I was alone in the world, except for I knew God was always with me. April of last year was the first time in my life that I lived alone. Oh my gosh, yeah. See, that's my big fear, you know, not having Daryl. Yep. Shoop. Um, so I got did you guys see my new shits and giggles? Um, I just posted it last night. I tried to do a thumbnail and I did a really crappy job. I don't understand this whole technology thing. But it's sure to make you smile. It's sure to make you laugh. I'm terrible at remembering stuff. I can't even remember my mom's birthday, even though I ask my sister every year when her birthday is. You know what you do, G Love? You just get it when you get a new calendar, you put all those in there. You copy it from your old one. Oh, that's okay. Um, you put it in your new calendar book. That's how I remember stuff. But I'm really good at remembering birthdays, anniversaries, and things like that. I used to be really, really good at phone numbers too. But now that we're on cell phones and you just hit the name, I don't really know people's phone numbers. I mean, I can rattle off the bank's phone number, this number. Daryl asked me, I know it, but I was really good with, because birthdays are really important to me. I often ask people, when's your birthday? And I'll remember it. I still remember Sammy and Mackenzie from my class. Their birthday is November 20th, I think it was. And I'll try to watch your video. Yeah, it's funny. It is. It's the one with, I think I wrote, he's back. What's his, my mind just went blank. But I had made a thumbnail with Daryl with the wig on, and this time I added these pink glasses with the little studs around it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, those of you that are new, I have a little section, other part of my channel is called Shits and Giggles, SHITZ, and it's just a bunch of crap I put together. And Daryl and we don't have any script. It's impromptu. It's just we have an idea and then we just go with it, and then we play off of each other of what we say. And that's why he laughs sometimes, because usually I'm the one who can't keep a straight face, but this last video he was laughing a lot there, and because we don't do a second take or anything, it's just, and I don't edit it. But this one I had to put the stuff together because it wasn't all in one place. Like the last one, it was all in the kitchen or the beautician shop or beauty shop. Yeah, Daryl's my husband. Daryl DIY. Yeah, that's my husband. But he's on his way to work, so he listens while he's at work before he starts his day. He's probably just checking on me. No, I'm just kidding. We always pray together in the morning, and since he tries to get to work so he could do this instead. So, yeah, we always I believe that the family that prays together stays together. I don't know what you believe, but that's we've been married for 40 years, and we were just kids when we got married. We were 20 years old. Well, I turned 20, and then 5 days later, I got married. So, hi, Daryl. Sorry for misspelling your name. Oh, he doesn't care. He doesn't care because it's so many. He's had an E at the end of his name, and that's why we just call him D. Just call him D. Or Bob. That's his brother's name. But in the video, he goes, just call me Bob. Because I can't pronounce, I call him Sarge instead of I can't say it. Sierge. Serge? I don't know. He picked that name, and I can't say it, so he played off of that. So I just started calling him Sarge, and then he gets so frustrated, he says, just call me Bob. So yeah, Johnny, did you see that video? It's only like 4 minutes long. I don't know what's going on with my voice at the beginning of that video when I'm introducing and remembering the other part, but my voice is like, hello. I was like, what was I doing? Did you ever do stuff like that and then you go back and look at the video and it's like, what was I doing? I told Daryl, I said, what's my voice like that? But I don't know. Daryl calls me his big goofball, but I find humor in everything. But as you can see, I'm laughing and giggling and stuff. But last night I took a really bad fall, and I was just laid there because I couldn't figure out how to get up. I was just laying on the floor like a pathetic old woman, and I didn't have my phone. Hi, Grandma Moore. Are you finished with your morning show? I guess you are. It's almost 7 o'clock. I got a late start because it's so dark out here now. I think I'm gonna start beginning at 6:30. So it's okay to Bob D. Okay. Oh, Sally, you okay? I fell right on my new hip, Yvonne. Yeah, I say goody stuff all the time. It gets the hand. Say goody stuff. Hi. You guys have these hard names. Alejandro. I'm so sorry. Jesus loves you. Yes, he does. Accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior and repent for the reign of heaven. Yes, it is. Very good. Thank you for spreading the word of God in my word of God. You know, Sunrise with Sally. Yes, I fell on my new hip and um, man, I couldn't get up. It was like my leg, I hit the front of my leg. And then Yvonne, you know what I did? Hey, Rhonda, good morning. Um, then I hit my head, like when I went down, when I fell last night, I hit like my nose up and then it hit right here. You see that right there? And, I thought I broke my nose, but it wasn't bleeding. So, yes, glory to God. Glory to God. I do a video around 7:30 watching you while eating breakfast. Oh, I hope you're having something good. Good morning, Christina. Where in the world have you been, young lady? I hope you were doing something interesting, maybe sleeping. I don't know. But yeah, I thought that I broke my nose. I don't know. It doesn't matter because it's all messed up anyway. Yeah, thank you, Grandma. I used to follow around. Oh, you were on vacation, Christina. Where did you go? Where'd you go? Yes, prayers are for healing. And like I always say, Yvonne, prayer is talking to and listening to God. Yes, talking to and listening to God. Where's Lover's Lane? Sounds like a place that Daryl and I need to go. Lover's Lane. I don't know where that's at. Oh, Poconos. Now, when you go to the Poconos, where's the Poconos at? Is that is that in Pennsylvania? Wait, there's Poconos here. Oh man, I'm probably looking really stupid. I don't know where the Poconos is. We don't go on very many vacations because we have the dogs. We've always had dogs. I've had 7 dogs and wait, 8 dogs and 7 cats at one time. Um, what do you mean you believe it is? You were there. Is that the place where there's like a little stairway up and then the 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 little bathtub is like a champagne glass? Is that the place you went to? I heard about that. It's about oh, well, Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania. It has the champagne glass little tubby. That is so cool. And then you put the bubbles in there. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, that would be a relaxing trip. Were you there just for the weekend? You were in it. Is it like do they have like pillows for you to lie back and stuff? Guess what I bought? Daryl wasn't happy, but he hates when I say I got it on clearance, but I did get it on clearance. I got a blow up hot tub. I'm heading out. I've been up all night. Oh, this is the second night that I've been up. I gotta try to get some sleep. I sub, so I'll check out. Okay, honey. Oh, G Love, thank you for coming. I really want you to come back. We had a good conversation. Try to join another stream. Good night, everyone. God bless. It had a hard hot tub, too. Anyway, I got this blow up hot tub. And those boys that were supposed to do those rocks around my house and stole my money and left, they were supposed to dig out a nice level thing under this canopy that I've had for years that my son put up with it is a blow up hot tub. And but it's supposed to stay up all winter. I don't know. We'll see. We used to have a hot tub at our other house, but it was a big lemon. We spent so much money on that darn thing. There was one time I tried to go in that hot tub. Again, here's my ADD going into effect. I went to go in our other hot tub, and I didn't know that the thermostat was broken, and it was over 100 degrees. I put my foot in there. I almost burned the heck out of myself. Story of my life right now, contractor's nightmare. They stole my money, but this isn't the first time. I had somebody cutting the grass and he did a crappy job. Anyway, so they were supposed to level the ground out there. But hi, Amina. Well, thank you very much. No makeup on this morning. Just I fell last night and uh, we won't go there again. But this hot tub, I really want to get it up. And since my Project Me starts today, I'm going to do another live, I think around 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, to check in with the people that want to do the Project Me. It's Project Me healthier living, happier me. And it's not really a diet, it's just like trying to make better food choices, trying to get some exercise, trying to, better your life, especially. Yes. Oh, Project Me. Yeah, Christina. Okay. But I wanted to start having like a live meeting for in the morning, a couple days a week for people to check in, and then maybe in the evening. But I'm not sure what time in the evening. And I always get cut off the internet, as you know. So, aw, thank you, Amina. Um, I look cuter sometimes. I mean, these glasses are different sometimes, but I do look cuter. But, Sarge did my hair, and I haven't really done it since Sarge did my hair. You have to watch the video with Sarge. Uh, so yeah, I don't know what time, and those trolls, they get me. I call them maggots, but yeah, I don't let them ruin it. Yeah, I got these pair, Pair. You can get clear ones or you can get dark ones, and then you just buy these things. And sometimes they have them on Amazon cheaper, or people sell them on Etsy, but they're not as nice as the ones that come from actual Pair. But these ones are the confetti ones, so they make me happy. I like colorful stuff. But so I just like, I don't know what time of day to do that. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out something. Your view looks like mine. I'm in Pennsylvania. Aren't you in Pennsylvania? Hey, Jasmine. Hi, work miracles. Daryl, you still here? You see these people love you. Sarge, aka Bob. Uh, I got that message from you last night, Jasmine. I was laughing. You guys have to watch that video that Daryl and I did, Shits and Giggles. He's wearing, you can't miss it. There's a picture of my husband with his beard, and he has Manesson. Oh, that's right. You and I we were supposed to meet up, Christine. And you didn't email me. You were supposed to email me, but you were probably off having a nice vacation. Yeah, don't forget to email me. So he has the blonde wig on. He has like a headband, and I got him these big pink glasses with studs, but he's supposed to be my hairdresser, and he has a reputation. And then I ran out on him, and he chases me all over the place. I wanted him to do. He did it at the back door. Um, those of you that watch, he did it at the back door, and he he was afraid for the neighbors to see him in that outfit. Um, can somebody put my link up there? Nana, do you know how to do that? Or if Dean's not driving, do you know how to put my link up for? Well, aren't you on my page now? Oh, for my email? Yeah. I said, "Do you want to wear a different wig?" And he's like, "No," because I do different characters. I have Selena. She's just my she oh my email is under like where it says buy me a coffee, that thing. Yeah, there's that buy me a coffee thing, and then it's right in there. Okay, I have to take a picture of that because I don't know how to go back to the messages, because Anthony said you can, or Ace said you can go back to the messages, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Go back to the messages after the live. Yeah, there's a buy me a coffee there too on my in my description. Um, I think on my birthday, Jerry Hedgie. You have to check out Jerry Hedgie if you like to do declutter. She's such a nice girl. And then Mike the Mike Dasher. He's such a cute guy. He's a young guy, but he's a good guy. He does weightlifting and he dashes and stuff. But yeah, I love that guy. And I love Dean and DJ and Yvonne and Mary. All of them. Spice. Oh, I love Spice. I haven't seen her in a while. I used to, and Ray. Oh, I love his lives too. I don't want to forget anybody. That's why I shouldn't name people, because I have an old brain here. Good morning, Nana. God bless you and your family. So, do you know Yvonne, Jasmine? Are you from the Dasher community, or you just found me? I don't know. I try to remember. See, that's why I need that map and the what's that called? The thing that directs you on the map? The key to the map. And I need to put down who's where from who and where I know them from, because I have so many people. This community is so Um, so Daryl, she could find it, and she gave me hers. Um, but she, yeah, I just there, she's just such a nice. I thought she was younger than she was, but she said she has grandkids. You guys, some of you people look really young. I don't know how you do it. Uh, I don't know how you do it. Stay so young. There's people. I used to nanny for this one lady. She was a doctor, and now she has her own dermatologist thing, and she does like Botox and that. But my gynecologist was telling me that. Thank you, Amina. My gynecologist was telling me you have to do the Botox because after having such big babies, you know, your bladder doesn't work right. So I'm like, Botox? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Well, finally, you know what? The official, the official restricted? Is that what it says? Age restricted. Hey, how you doing there? Okay, great. I can't wait to meet you. Um, but so I finally got Botox for, and I say, can you save that some for these wrinkles here? And it's Botox in your bladder. So I know the men don't want to hear this, but you could probably use it too, so you don't have an accident. But it really did work because my final draw was an accident right in the middle of um, Walmart, and I had to rush myself out to the car. Finally, someone got my name right. Oh, thank you. I was a teacher, so I'm used to trying to figure out little things. I'm a great detective too. If I want to find you, I'll find you. My friend Vinny, the one who just passed away, he was homeless for a while by choice because he chose, you know, a different path than what he used to. Yeah, they put Botox in there, Christine. Ask your gynecologist. But I put it off for a while when it was really bad. But every year, it's like every 9 to 12 months, you just get it redone. It's just a little pinch. Um, so uh, he he's like, "How the heck did you find me?" I said, I have my ways. And there's some other people that I found too that were this lady that I used to nanny for. She took off to Florida, and I found her all the way down the bottom of Florida. She owed me money, and at that time I had no money coming in on my side. Daryl did, but we needed two incomes, and um, she all of a sudden was moving, and she didn't need me anymore. But she owed me like $400. Well, I found you. I found you. um, so those people, they just, I don't know why people think that they can just take advantage of people, other people. I don't know. Well, how, like, you know, I'm digressing. I'm getting into all different tight, you know, things. But oh, thanks for the like, guys. But like, how, like, what does it mean? Yeah, Amina, they come off, honey. They're just toppers. They have little magnets on there. Um, so how, I would like to know how some people think they're better than other people. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, Karma Dharma. I still have to do that skit about Karma Dharma. I had a really funny one, but I didn't write it down. Now I forgot it. Um, Somebody's dog is not happy. It's not mine. Mine are in there. But how do people think that they're better than other people? You know, I try to, when I go out and about, try to look presentable, but you know, you shouldn't always have to wear makeup. So, you know, if you're just going to the grocery store or something, but you know, that's when you run into somebody that you know and they're like, "Oh, boy, Sally looks horrible." But I earned every one of these wrinkles. I did, not from my kids, from myself. My biggest saboteur. I do. So, but I'm telling you what, this project me, this is for, I'm sorry, I've got allergies today. Um, this project me, I'm doing this. Even though I fell, I'm still gonna get on my treadmill that my husband got me for my 60th birthday. I'm I'm gonna do this, and I'll just do a little bit. If it hurts, then you know. But a lot of times when you have arthritis, if you get moving, and grooving, then the grease and that goes through your, you know, because I got that artificial hip. Sometimes it need oiled. No, it doesn't need oiled. I'm just saying that. But get your juices flowing. But I got to do this because of my doctor. He never got on me about my weight, but because I lost a lot of weight since I got my hip. But he says, if you're gonna get that knee, you know, we have to do something there. I have an issue with my weight, so it makes me down, and I don't dress up anymore. I like to though. Motion is lotion. Okay, Daryl. Oh, Sally, we can do walks together. Oh, okay. Um, and also, I was telling Tracy from Living in the Wild West, WYLDE, Wild West. She's a good friend I met on here, and she does her. I talked her into doing her morning walks live, and she doesn't do them live, but she does them every morning, and I'm so proud of her. And Paula, um, Mrs. Paula does retirement. She's doing really well. She was struggling with the food part, but like there's no it's a challenge. I challenge you, but I don't overwhelm you. That's when you quit, when you get overwhelmed. So Paula's doing much better now. She's doing it with her husband. I'm just so proud of them that they're doing it. Miss Teacher Kelly Tag, who's usually on here, usually my first person on here. She's back to school though. She's doing so excellent too. She's smaller than the most of us. She's already fit, but she bought herself a weighted vest and stuff. She's and they're getting their water in, and I always tried to put other people before. You know what, Johnny? That's my thing. That's my thing. I try to make and when someone gives me a gift, I get like, oh, I gotta do something for them. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I was just talking about you, Ray, about your channel, how much I love you, and Wendy. Oh, I'm so happy I found your page. I'm really looking. Hee hee. Yeah. Okay. We just got a little treadmill. It's just a little one. I hope I don't fall off of it because it's so small. Well, I sold my other one because we need money for bills, and I sold my beautiful elliptical too. But we needed money for some, the mortgage and stuff. But now he bought that, so things are getting better. Your ears were burning. I was gonna hop on your live last night, but I was trying to be good and go to bed on time. So that's okay as long as it works. Yes. So I'll get on there today and show you guys that. I've showed it before, but I have to dust it off. But I have that elliptical, Christina. I got the elliptical on Marketplace for free. It's is it Nike or some? It's built. It's solid, and Daryl somehow got that in the house himself. May Jesus bless you with good things in your life. Aw, Amina, thank you. Thank you so much. Um, so I got this big elliptical. So I was gonna try to make my craft room into Danny Kate. Hey, Mama, I'm just swinging by to say good morning before I go to sleep. Thanks for subscribing. Oh, you're welcome. I'm going to email you soon. Much love. Yeah, I went around to see my subscribers to check out all their channels the one day because I didn't want to be productive. I was productive that way. And I'll be doing a live show in a little bit, just doing some early morning lives. So, are you dashing this morning, Ray? I'm off on Saturdays if you ever need a hand. Oh, wow. Christina, you're going to be regretting you said that. Because who was it? Dean. Dean was saying, can't wait till Sally gets that garage. I've been working on that garage for 6 years. Plus, all the time I worked on the stuff in the garage at our other house. It's not my stuff. Oh, Wendy's going to dialysis. Okay. So, Ray, do you need a basset hound to keep you, company while she goes to dialysis and stuff? Because Levi, he's raring to go. I hope Jesus blesses you well. Thank you. And I hope he does as you as well, Amina. I really am glad I met a new friend today. Yeah. So, my house isn't dirty. It's just it's clutter. It's 40 years of treasures. Treasures. Daryl calls treasures and I call crap. And I know he's on here, but there's too much stuff. And then on top of it, I was looking to be a reseller. I was going to think maybe I can bring in an income reselling stuff. Well, that took over my house. Oh, let me tell you, Christina, whenever I first got hurt, and I did not want my house to go down the hole, right? Getting dirty. So I got one of those things that mechanics use, and they lay on their back and they go underneath the. Oh, thank you, Amina. I have rose bushes over there, but uh, you know how they go under the car in that little wheelie thing? I don't know what it's called. Well, I got one of those, and I was laying on my stomach like, Superman. I know. Are you a reseller too? I got to get rid of this stuff. I'm just going to give it to that church that has like a little store where they don't have to pay for it. A little dolly thing. Yeah. So I'm going around, I'm swimming around. It doesn't go as low as those ones. You can raise it up because I couldn't get down that low. So I'm cleaning up the floor, cleaning up the dog stuff. That's what I use to get around my house. And I cleaned the baseboards while I was down there. Then I had this other office chair that I use like a wheelchair so I can go around and dust, right? So then I had this other, I call it my fat butt chair. Hi, Kelly. We were just talking about you, honey. Hi, good morning. And so I have this one, I call it the fat butt chair. It's a wide office chair with no back, and I'm so afraid of falling off of it. So I sit to do my dishes there because I cannot stand for a long time. That's why I'm trying to get this exercise into, harmonicas and microphones. Cool beans. Um, oh, okay, okay. You know what? We're having another garage sale. You're more than welcome to come out here, Christine, with your stuff. But we have a whole neighborhood sale. It was around my birthday when Maddie was here, my son visiting, and then they're having it again September 6th. Is that Labor Day weekend? But if you want to bring your stuff here, it's the whole neighborhood. You slept late, Paul. I was just talking about you, Paul. I was doing an advertisement for your channel, and something is going on with my nose today. I think I have allergies, but so, um, but yeah, I'm gonna have to start using that since I fell again. So, but you hear me? I'm still doing Project Me today. I'm gonna try to do the treadmill, even if it's 5 minutes, because if it hurts, but I'm gonna try it, okay? Because I have to do this. I got to get the water in. I got to stop drinking the pop. Yeah, Paula, I hit my nose right off the end table. Oh, does it hurt? But I hit it and then I was like, oh, my new glasses. That's all I can think about is my new glasses because my other pair of glasses, they fell off when I was asleep. I have a sleep problem. Oh, Rhonda's still here. She's listening to my antics here. How embarrassing. I need to go. Bye. I love your likes, by the way. Thank you. That's so scary. I landed on that new hip, and that's what scares me. Lately, when I fall, I always land on that hip. But I haven't been to my chiropractor lately, and he's a good friend of mine. He doesn't charge me for it. So not last weekend, not this past weekend, the weekend before, I booked Daryl and me each massages. And we were both in a bit of pain afterwards, but oh, it was so nice. I haven't had a massage in 3 or 4 years. Oh, and that girl, she's like, do you want it deeper? I'm like, oh no, that's okay. Because she's like with the elbows and stuff. Oh, I've had my new hip for 2 years, about 2 years. And I still have to take antibiotic if I get my teeth cleaned and all that. So, you have to do that or you can get an infection in your hip. Anytime you do anything like that, you have to take an antibiotic. But that's why I was worried when I'm having trouble with these teeth, if it's going to affect my hip. because I had those 3 root canals, which, by the way, it's still, this back one still hurts. And I spent $800 on that. You got one in 2020, ooh, during the pandemic. Oh my. Oh man, I am certified. Where did you go? I need one myself. You're a massage therapist, Christina? Oh, Daryl, you see why I talk to people. Daryl, you know, I talk too much. Yeah, 800 bucks for this root canal because I had no insurance left. So, oh, Christina, now that's what I'll come to your house. Do you have a table at home? If you don't mind me getting naked there, but yeah. Oh my gosh. The new knee. See, that's why I gotta lose weight for my knee. I need a new knee. So, um, yes. Oh my gosh. I love massages. Yeah, I need my other hip done. And then my doctor's like, that left knee, because I got the gel put under there 3 different, like they do every week, once a week for 3 weeks, they put gel under your kneecap with this big needle, okay? And it's supposed to cushion it. Well, this last time he says, Sal, this is the last time I'm doing this left knee because there's nothing left. It's the, you know, bone on bone. But I keep saying, no, no, it's okay. But it really isn't. It really isn't. But I just want to be able to, you know, take off some of the weight before I have that surgery because I just want to be able to heal, you know. When I went to my physical therapy after my hip, they told me to do the steps 1 time. I did them 3 times, you know, and I just kept doing. Yeah, you need your front end realigned. Uh, uh, so yeah, my teeth are just a big problem. You know, a toothache, you think, oh, it's a toothache. No, it like ruins your life. But, you know, not having any teeth to chew lately because, you know, it just hurts so bad. You know, I lost weight because I was eating soft stuff, but I mostly had like chicken noodle soup. Yeah, I need to be realigned. I mean, I should get a table. I did one for my friend's mom a few weeks ago. She cried because she said she couldn't afford it, but she needed it so bad. She made me cry. Such a lovely lady. You just chipped your tooth, the front tooth. See, you know, because mine like gotten cavities at the root because of, you know, because I don't have my whole intestines because I had a health problem. So I don't get enough nutrients. I mean, I'm still fat, but I don't get enough nutrients to my things, but my teeth, but they're just so painful. But Christina, look on Marketplace. No, the back with the stupid nut. Oh, um, you're the only person that doesn't like massages. No, my brother is too, but you were oh, at least it's not your front one because that's what I was gonna say. Um, you know, I don't want to look like someone who does DR, you know, GS. And how they get like their teeth all rotted. I don't want to look like that. No, I mean I'm not vain or, but those are my teeth. 400 bucks. Yeah. So, yeah, Dashing Womble, his first name is Ray. Ray, meet Paula. Paula, meet Ray. He's a really great guy. His wife is Wendy, and she's just delightful too. And they do videos. He likes sunrises and sunsets like me. Of course, I make him when I'm watching him. I'm like, "Where's that sunset? Go find it." He's like, "We missed it." No, go find it. So, what was I saying? But Christina, look on Marketplace. There's so many. I mean, people that, you know, went to school for it and then they decide, nah, this isn't for me, and they sell stuff. And then you don't have to buy it for that price. You can, you know, get them to give you a better price. My neighbor down the street wanted these big cabinets and she wanted to redo them and everything. They were beautiful. And she says, well, they want too much. I can't afford it. I said, send them to me. And I got them for her for like $100 a cabinet when they wanted 300 each. So I talked them and told them, you know what, she has to get a U-Haul and everything. Okay. All right, Christina. I have some sunset videos coming up. Okay. I love sunset. Did you see, Ray, did you see my one with the clouds? Oh, those clouds were so beautiful. Those clouds were just, it was out near my son's house. We didn't go on the turnpike, but it was right near the turnpike. And they were all like puffy and it looked like they were 3D. And then there was one in the middle. It looked just like Ghostbusters, the movie Ghostbusters, where that menacing cloud. And I think that's when, was that when Slimer was he a bad guy? And then he turned to a good guy in the cartoons? I don't know. My son used to watch that stuff. He had the Ghostbuster trap, the trap, and he had the thing, and then the thing goes in there, and he had what else did he have? The gun, and then he got into Ninja Turtles, and then that was all that stuff, and he had the figures. So that's like when we moved to Idaho, he had to come and get all his stuff out of his shed. He had bins and bins of things we bought for him. That's why we were in credit card debt back then. That child was spoiled. He's the one, doesn't want to talk to us anymore. He's just a spoiled brat. Yvonne, I didn't see any trolls on your, oh yes. Yvonne, I went to bed early. I turned my phone off. I think Allison texted me last night. And then Paula was telling me that Tracy was on, and I had my phone turned off. My friend Danny tried to call me in the middle of the night. You know how I told you my best friends all call me in the middle of the night. I wasn't up. I turned everything off. All right, Daryl, go ahead to work. Make big bucks. All right, Daryl, thank you. My son he'd say, Daddy, you go to work, make big bucks when he was a little kid. Because Daryl worked 80 hours a week, not 2 weeks, 80 hours a week whenever we had little Daryl when he was about 2 years old. He worked at a saw blade company. I turned everything off last night early too. Yeah, I was trying so hard because we did that video, and then I was trying to edit the last part because I was trying to get it to go together, and I was trying to figure out how to put a thumbnail on, because all of the videos that we do, we don't edit them, we don't have a script or anything, and I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. So I think I texted Tracy, but she has her grandma. She's staying with her grandma. Hi there, Justin. He says, hi, Super Sally and everyone. You just missed Daryl. I don't know if Okies is on here, and Dean's on here, all you guy friends, but oh my goodness, I was trying to go. I really did try. I even had a little drinky drink. I got this, there's a distillery out here in Gibsonia, and I don't know if you're near Gibsonia, Christina, but it's called Winking Devil, and it tastes like Fireball, but it's a big boy Fireball. And I just put a little bit of it in some Pepsi just to try to get myself sleepy, but it didn't work. It doesn't work. Nothing works on me. I take Ambien. I've taken them all. Xanax. I've taken them all. So I guess I'm not supposed to say names of stuff on here. I'm going to get copyrighted or whatever again. Striked. Damn it, Sally. Wow, no, never heard of that. Oh. It's the Giant Eagle. You know Giant Eagle stores, Christina? They started to open these liquor stores, and they specialized in whiskeys, and it's like a Fireball, but it has clove in it. It has black pepper in it. And I know it sounds weird, but this whiskey is like, it's like all, I don't want to say natural, but if you come over, I'll give you a taste of it. But it's good. But I thought maybe if I had a little bit of that and some pop, I would fall asleep. I was driving, there was a little riffraff, but Ma Dukes got rid of it. You were driving where? Let's see, I missed something, I don't know. I was driving. There was a little riffraff, but Ma Dukes got rid of it. Ma Dukes can take care of it all, right? She protects us all. I think she went to do her channel. That's great, Yvonne. So, I worked the cheesesteak place in Charleroi. that had a liquor store next to it. It was like a little store, but they're not there anymore. When you have allergies, does your nose get like, you got little things on your nose? I was commenting on what Paula had said to me. I meant in my live. Okay. Sorry I missed that, Yvonne. You know I like to be there, but I just wanted to go to sleep. We even changed the sheets and everything and put the new comforter, like, clean comforter. And I couldn't go to sleep. So, all right. I'm so glad that Paula connected with, the Dasher community, because Paula, the Dasher community is so wonderful too, like the other communities. If you look at noses, everybody has little allergies, has a line across that says how they have allergies. Oh, you were bored out of your mind yesterday? Yesterday we were doing a video. We were doing that video. I wanted to do this other one, but I wanted to do this one that is it's a Big Mac, right? It's a Big Mac on a tortilla. You take the tortilla and you squish the meat down thin, and then you take the meat and tortilla that's together and you put it, in a skillet, or Daryl put it on the griddle thing he has, and you cook both sides, and then you it's called Big Mac taco. That's what it's called, Big Mac taco. And then it tells you how to make the sauce. But this they had a tomato on it, but it's all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. That's what's on a Big Mac. You don't hear any tomato in there, but it's lower in calories. So wanted to try that. I'm not a McDonald's person. Daryl and I haven't eaten McDonald's. 15 years we haven't eaten at McDonald's. Carol, that we met yesterday on my live, is so nice. Oh, yes, yes, yes. What was her name? The Whole Foods. Oh, you did ask me about that. I'll check it out, because she emailed me. She wanted to find out more about the Project Me. She wants to do the Project Me. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Yeah, Burger King. Yeah. I have had a Whopper with cheese, but we're kind of cheap. We get the Whopper and go home and put the cheese on it, because I don't want to pay $1.50 for a piece of cheese. Yeah. Yeah. So, but Paula, I don't know if you were here, but I was saying that for the Project Me, I was thinking about doing oh, there's Rhonda. Rhonda has it right there. I forgot Rhonda's friends with her too. We're all intertwined, right, Rhonda? We're all intertwined. $1.50 for, I'm serious. But who was I talking to? Paula. What I was thinking about doing a couple of times a week, like after this, maybe at 9:30, do a live like 2 times a week, maybe, I don't know, Tuesday, Thursday. So then people that are on Project Me have a way to sign in and ask questions about the Project Me, or they can always email me. Okay, bye, Kelly. Bye. Have a great week. Okay, great week. We call that Hungry Jack's, still the same brand though. And then, but Paula, I'm also wanting to do one in the evening for the people who work. What time do you suggest I do that? What time? I'm always afraid to do in the evening, because I'm afraid of trolls. But I'm thinking about getting that free version, try that free version of the StreamYard. But I was thinking that maybe I should have Whole Foods on, that young lady Carol, on, to teach us more about nutrition and stuff. Maybe 7 o'clock. Okay, I'll make an ad for that. What are trolls? Trolls are those people that say nasty stuff on your channel, Christina, and you try to get rid of them and they interrupt. They come on my religious station here, and they say bad words about, black people and stuff, and they're just nasty. They write words on there that are not nice, that I've never ever said that N word before in my life. I've never said that word. And they put it right down the screen. Yeah. And that's why you're a moderator. You have the wrench there. and Paula does, because you're supposed to be on the watch for trolls. So I usually, a couple times, guys, I actually talked to them before someone deleted them. And I had one that actually apologized to me. He said, "I am so sorry, ma'am." And I was like, okay. And I think he subscribes and he comes back and he's delightful. I don't know. I guess it's just my charisma. Guys, I'm being sarcastic. That's my sense of humor. But anyway, so you know what, guys? I don't want to keep you guys too long because I want you to come back at 9:30. Spend the day with Sally. I hope I can do that, but I don't know if Levi is going to behave. See? Oh, is that what happened, Christina? You need to teach me about that. Yeah, you need to teach me. Do you remember that? Yeah. Gene Simmons from Kiss sings a song called Charisma. Look it up. It's a very catchy tune. Charisma. I don't know. Paul, I don't think it was Paul. I think it was Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons. It's called Charisma. I think it's on a solo album, but just listen to that song. It'll get you hopping around. Yeah. But Daryl's a big fan of Kiss, and he kind of converted me to that because I like everything from classical all the way through, but I just couldn't get into Little Daryl, some of that rap that's mean to women. I can listen to rap music, but that mean stuff. Anyway, I was trying to say goodbye. I never look for anyone on here. I really enjoyed talking with you. Christina, we have to get together because I finally found someone near me. Paula, I finally found someone who's near me. I think we'll hit it off. She's probably young and beautiful, and then I'll be like the old hags on, out there for lunch with her. Yeah, I'm excited. Plus, she does massages. Paula, she does massages. But anyway, I love you guys so much. And as I always say, I'll see ya when I see ya. Bye, guys.